Hello, warm greetings to everyone who have gathered here, who are going to listen to my session today. So, I'm Mrs. Gandhimati, associated with Skill Edge for the past 6 months. And here today, we are going to have an important session, I should say, because for everywhere, anywhere, this topic you would have not missed any. Actually, I should say that. Why I'm saying that you would have not missed this particular word I'm going to say now, that's nothing but the magic communication. What is this communication is all about? What is this? Is that important that we need to have a proper communication, body language, everything should synchronize properly? Is that mandatory? So what happens when I say communication? Immediately, you all will think that, okay, communication is what I have to pass the information. I have to transfer the information from a person, that is from me to you. But how I do, that's more important. Hannah? So see, I can give informations to you just like this. For example, if I say communication is nothing but transferring of information from one person to another in an organization. Do you understand anything? No. The same thing happens. I'm not talking only for sales. I'm not talking about that is what to say, a particular topic. This is general. Communication is general. You cannot make particular. You cannot make this communication concept as a particular one. It is required only for certain areas. It is not required for other areas. Wherever you go, any job you take, without this, you lack something. You lack something. You lack many things. Why it is that essential, it is that important that you need to have a good communication. Only when your thoughts are clear, clarity of mind and clarity, if your mind is clear, then the speech will also be clear. If your mind is not clear, if you have not loaded with your, that is with the informations, then you lack something. So if you have information, that information need to be passed in the same way that what I think and what I sincerely feel to be right. If you think that, see, I cannot speak properly, if I could not encode the message properly, at the receiver end, they will not be able to decode it. If I'm not making the sentence correctly, if I'm not pronouncing, if I'm not pronouncing, if I don't have the good accent, there also the communication lacks. So only when you have clear information, when you have knowledge about that information, then only you can present, you can transfer the information from one person to another. The same way, what is that the sender thinks, in the same way it should be transferred, it should be received by the receiver's end. That is, they need to decode it in the same way. If I say something, you understand something. For example, if I remember an example, like we use this jargons and all. In many professions, they use this jargon. तो पता है jargon का मतलब. For example, let me give you a funny example before I start the session. Once what happened actually in a company, a person has been recruited and he entered the manager's cabin. Once when he entered the manager's cabin, the manager said that he didn't see who's that, and he said that take it to the stockroom and burn it. He showed a document, gave a document or a piece of paper. Some 3-4 pages were there. So he gave the document and said that employee who has entered, come on, take it to the stockroom and burn it. Take it to the stockroom and burn it. The new employee was very much puzzled. He is very new. This was his first day and he has come to meet the managing director. And then managing director, out of all his tensions, he said that take it to the stockroom and burn it. He didn't see who has come, who has entered the cabin. Based on the work pressure, based on the hurry-burry, he said that, okay, come on, take it to the stockroom and burn it. That puzzled new employee, he doesn't know what to do. उन्होंने क्या किया पता है? He took all those documents, went to the stockroom, took the lighter and burnt that, my dear's only existing copy. Over. All the copies are burnt. It's all ashes. And he brought the ash because manager told, I have to oblige. That was that in that new employee's mind. So he came there. And managing director fired. Where is the paper? Where is the document? Sir, you only told that to take it to the stock room and burn it. Oh my God, who are you, man? When did you come? How did you enter? Sir, I came, I entered your cabin, and you said that you gave me this document and said that you take it to the stock room and burn it. I was even puzzled that why sir is telling to take it to the stock room and burn a paper. I would have done it here. I got a lighter. I would have done it here. The puzzled new employee, he doesn't know, he's fired. But the galati ko galt, that is the problem is on whose part? The manager's part. Unhone galti kiya and he's blaming the new employee. In the managing director's mind and in the company's jargon means special words they will use for some, for example, in this case, burnt means to take an extract from the company's Xerox machine. Take it to the stock room and burn it means take it to the stock room and take an extract of that copy, take a Xerox of that copy. But we have to say like that, no? He's in the company, everybody knows that the managing director, and in the company's jargon, burn means you have to take a copy of that particular document. But this puzzle employee, he doesn't know. Whatever the managing director said, he has to oblige. So what he did, he went to the stockroom and he burnt that the documents into ashes. Gone. Not even a copy he has. Immediate thing, he fired that guy. First day, his job is, he has lost his job. So jargon, it will be used in many fields. For example, if you take medical jargons, the doctor's signature, the doctor's prescription can be it can be easily understood by pharmacists. They can easily understand. Likewise, legal also jargon is there. Void ab initio. Void ab initio means what it is? It is void right from the beginning. Aapko to pata hai ab initio ka matlab? I cannot talk to a science person that it is void ab initio. He will think that, are you speaking good language? What happened to you? Are you okay? They will ask me. So ab initio means in legal jargon, in legal term, it is called as void right from the beginning. So that is way to whom you talk, where you talk, how you pass on the information. That is more important. I cannot talk to a person who doesn't, he's from village. And if I talk to a person like, where I coming from, or have you taken the tea? Have you had your breakfast? What she will understand? अरे ये तो अंग्रेजी वाला है, तो बहुत बढ़िया अंग्रेजी बोल रही है, जैसा ही बोलती है वो, because she thinks that okay, he or she has come from other country. That's what, right? So when I speak to a person, I need to go down to their level and talk. I need to enter them. I need to have an empathy. I cannot just like that, whatever I feel or whatever I think, I cannot just like that talk. So what I need to do here, I need to have an empathy. So what I have to do, I have to speak, enter into their, that is get down to their level and talk. Mausi ji, main isliye aayi hu, I have come here because if you could not speak Hindi properly, you can just try to say that through actions, body language. Now you see the communication and body language, how I'm adding up. That's more important. If I say like this, see, communication is nothing but transferring of information from one person to another. Do you understand anything? No. The same thing if I say like this, communication is nothing but transferring of information from one person to another. समझ में आती है आपको? क्यों? I'm using only hands. But how come you understand? Wavelength. Communication, I say. If I say communication is nothing but, nobody will understand. They'll start sleeping. Communication is nothing but transferring of information from one person to another in a company, in a business organization, etc. That's what. Body language, your action, your facial expression, your gesture, your eye contact, everything is important for communication. Let's go to today's session. The topic, a very interesting topic, which every salesman should possess, the sales communication and the body language, which is a perfect sync for the success. If you are communicating, if you're, there is the customer can easily understand whether you are by-hearting or you're reading the script, everything a customer can understand. Don't underestimate the customer. If you're not speaking through your mind, it's very difficult. That's what I used to say, all my learners. Hope you all know that. Many knows that. Actually, speak through your mind, even if your voice shakes. करके बातें करेंगे तो फिर भी बातें करो. Come on, continue. But speak through your mind. Don't rehearse. Don't rote learn. What do you understand? You speak out. Don't think about others. Even if somebody is giggling, somebody is making fun out of you, when they are doing something, come on, ignore. What you want to say, when you concentrate on or when you focus on what you want to transfer, you will do it to the fullest extent. You need to do it to the fullest extent possible. At the time, you should not see or you should not enter into others. Be conscious what others think, why they are laughing, why they do all these things, sort of gestures. Don't they like me? Don't they like my lecture? That is the way I'm communicating, the way I'm presenting. Am I not using right words? Are they giggling because of that? Don't think like that. When you have the knowledge, when you know about that, you are the judge. You are the master. You are the best, I should say. Okay, so with that, you are the best. Let me start, first of all, by sharing the screen and go to the topic straight away. Here we go. So as you know that it's a skill edge, it's a sales edge, B2B and D2C tech-driven sales, the new age business development career. And we are here, you know about us, because you're watching us for the you have watched many masterclass sessions, and you know about us, like we are the award-winning vernacular-led skill tech, job tech platform, and it is founded by the teachers and industry veterans preparing graduates and postgraduates for new age career that is ready, and the analyst job which is ready in 12 to 14 weeks only. Okay, and here's our journey: 7,000 plus hours of video, 25,000 students skilled already, 100 institutions onboarded, and 200 companies are connected. And this is our team. And this is our advisory board, which is right in front of you. And now let us go to the today's master class. Indeed, it's the best master class session, which everybody will, it's very important for that. Actually, everybody will say, I lack bit, ma'am. I lack bit of communication. So I have to enhance my communication skills. This is what we can hear. Okay, so that's what I started with. What is basically how this communication and body language, how it sync, why it is called as a perfect sync. That is what I want to say before starting the session. Okay, right. I'm your growth mentor, Mrs. Gandhimati Balaji, right in front of you. Today's topic, sales communication and body language, why it is a perfect sync. Now you can see in this, which I have shared now, right in front of you, the image. Sales communication, or sales, if you take, whether it is low, medium or high torso, that is your body language. See, from the neck to your belly, and your hand, your palm should always be open when you communicate. You all know that when you come to the stage, it should be like this. I think hope you can see me fully, right? So right, you can see, that's what I have captured the image. The palm should be open. This shows that you are very confident, you know about the topic, you know the information, and that's why you're here. Like this, it should be on the stage. This is the perfect body language you need to have when you're doing your presentation. Remember this, everybody, those who are watching me now. It's very important, because communication is a skill that you can learn. It's like, see, you all know that is when the computers, you all type very fast. Okay, and you all love to ride bicycle. You all like to ride the two-wheelers. See, if you're like, it is also like that. Like how you have a passion of driving a car. Mujhe to passion hai, I want to drive a car. I want to drive a cycle. I want to ride a bicycle, or I want to keep on typing in the laptop. I love to do it. Certain things you love to do it, you like to do it. The same way, communication is also a skill that you can learn. You can rapidly improve the quality of every part of your life. How I can say this? Because this communication only is going to help every piece, every part of your life. Wherever, if you take science, If you take commerce, if you take engineering, if you take doctors, unless and otherwise they communicate, they cannot prescribe anything. They cannot tell or impart any knowledge to anybody. So communication is very important. That's why I said that. When you speak sensibly. Your clarity of thought, that's what we say, that clarity of thought, clarity of mind, and clarity of speech. These 3 C's are very important. Clarity of thought. Your thought should be clear that what is that you are going to say. Clarity of mind. Mind should be in a peaceful way. At the time, some problems or something, if you enter when you are transferring the information or when you are presenting, or even now what I am doing, if some of my personal problems come to my mind, can I do it? There will be hindrance. My communication will not be proper. I will be committing mistakes. Oh my God, something has happened. Immediately I will think that my mind will not work. Now what I want to say also, it will get blocked. Because mujhe to aage kaise aage jana hai, I don't know. Why? Because my mind is not clear. There is some disturbance in my mind. And my thoughts are somewhere. Can I communicate? Can I give you lecture? I cannot give. Because my mind is blocked. So that blockage you need to remove when you're talking to your customer, when you're presenting in front of your B2B sales, other business. Because you have come to do your duty, you have come for your work. So when you are presenting, this one should be very clear. The mind should be very clear. Then only your speech, what is that you are putting, the arrangement of words, the spontaneity, everything will be clear. Rest all you forget. Enter and immerse into that what you want to do. You will be success. You will definitely be success. Immerse. Whatever the work you do, you immerse in it. Enter in depth in it. You will definitely be successful. Okay, so that is what I showed this image. Sales, body languages should be perfect. So the way when you open your arms, it's like that, you're confident. I have come here to just impart. I've come here to tell that what I know. And you have to listen. I'm going to tell that is the information. It's like that. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to present you. I know what I'm going to talk. That confidence you need to have. You can see this. This is a very, this pie chart, why I have taken this images. There is a rule like the 7-38-55 rule. Hope those who know the, see where we don't have communication, you tell me. Those who are learning BCom now, those who are watching here, if any BCom students are there or any, MCom students are there, any MBA students are there, tell me wherever in this have you learned communication or not? You had business communication, oral communication, written communication, email, how you need to draft an email, every such thing you would have learned. Even in engineering, they do have this communication skill papers. Why that priority being given? Because you may get a core knowledge. You may know about accountancy. You may know about engineering, but the same thing you need to present, Baba. You have to present it. You have to say, you have to tell that. When you are presenting, when you are demonstrating, you cannot just like that show. You have to give the commentary. The commentary is nothing but communication. That is what the 7-38-55 rule, which indicates that everybody, please listen, that only 7% of all communication is done through verbal communication. Whereas the non-verbal component of our daily communication, such as if your tone, that is my voice and my body language, it make up 38%. Which one? Tone is 38% and 55% you have to concentrate on the body language. So verbal is 7, spoken words are 7%, 38% it is your tone or your voice. And reminding that 55% that the rule is for, it is applicable for the body language. For example, if I'm not doing like this, if I'm not seeing like this in the class, if I'm not watching you all, I cannot teach. I don't know how to teach. I cannot stand stiff and teach like this. What all this there, like reading from the book or reading from anywhere. I don't like it, and I don't know also how to do that, because my way of teaching is like that. Likewise, everybody will be like that. When you come to presentation, you have to think that knowledge is important. Knowledge is power. Why I said, without that knowledge, without that power, you cannot utter a word. You cannot frame a sentence. You cannot pronounce properly. Your accent will not be clear. Your voice will not be clear unless and otherwise you're confident. If you're not confident, forget about your tone, forget about your voice, forget about your everything. Okay, so 7, 38, 58, 55 rule. It indicates that 7% of all it is done through verb exchanging of words. The non-verbal component comes here. That is your tone, your voice. See, somebody speaks like this, nobody can understand. They have good language. Communication is nothing but transferring of information from one person. Can you understand? You are using the body language, but can you understand anything? My voice is slow. My karke everybody will say. We don't understand. Voice is not clear. Keep the mic closer. Something they will say, because when your voice is low, they think that you lack confidence. This lady has not prepared, it seems. She's lacking confidence. Something they will dub, and the whole crowd will be under chaos. So what happens here? The 7% is verbal communication. 38% you can see in the screen. 38% is the tone or the voice. Some, if they are very louder also, nobody likes. If they are very soft also, nobody likes. So it should be moderate. It should be presentable. It should be okay. It should not be, what is a very quinky type of thing. It should be clear and also prompt. And the 55% it is body language. Only through this hand movements and the leg movements and the way you walk and present, that alone is communication. And that is the perfect body language that is having a perfect sync with your verbal communication of 7%. That 7% plus 55% with this 38 is going to make the perfect sync, the perfect communication. If you all, I don't know whether I forgot the movie. 1 minute. Do you remember that scene from The Wolf of the Wall Street? That film where Jordan Belfort, he asked the client to sell a pen. Come on, sell this pen. Will you please, if you could see that, I thought of taking that clip, I forgot. Anyway, remember, if you remember that scene, that film, I'll tell you, The Wolf of the Wall Street. Okay, where in that particular movie, that hero Jordan Belfort, he will ask one of the client, come on, sell this pen and show to me. See, now, to sell a pen like this, and that too very confidently, you have to almost become the pen. When Jordan Belfort in that movie, when he asked that client to come on sell a pen, he asked that, yes. Are you talking about this pen? Yeah, I am talking about this pen. Come on, sell this pen and show. He immediately said, selling this pen. Arey, pen. Yeah, pen. Come on, sell this and please go ahead. Sell this pen to me. Now, when a person, if that is actually, I don't, then the movie continues where actually it has been done. Now, let me come to the point. Now, to sell a pen like this and do it very confidently, what is that you can do? You should almost become a pen. You become that pen itself. Can you do it properly or not? Yes or no? I need an answer in the comments. To sell a pen, you need to be very confident and you should almost become the pen. Or in other way, if you want me to say, you have to know your product or service inside out. Like the back of your hand, you should know that the customer may ask any question. In that case, you need to know about the product you sell inside out, how it is made, about the refill, any refilling is there, about every part of this pen you should know. So you should become the pen itself and talk on behalf of this pen. Will you make a sale? You are very confident. Obviously, the answer is yes, a big S. So if you try to sell or negotiate without knowing your information, आपको तो पता ही नहीं है उसके बारे में, how will you start? In that case, you will start becoming the two yous. You know what is that? Unconfident and unknowledgeable. Because only when you have knowledge, you can become a pen. If you learn about it, you want to immerse into it, what is there? Customer, anytime about anything, if they ask, you should answer just like that. That is what, if you try to sell or if you want to negotiate without, if you don't know that information, you cannot come up to negotiation. That stage, samne seller and customer are sitting, and if they are baatcheet karti hai, in that case, you lack some information, you don't know, over. Your knowledge, there is something you lack. Some particular knowledge you don't know about it, you are not aware of it, you didn't learn, you didn't read, you didn't try to know even. So it becomes that enough, everything has come from the bottom to top, it has come, and negotiation, you are waiting and you're going to about to close the deal, you lack knowledge, everything is gone, the whole effort is gone. Itna mehnat kiya aapne, but fir bhi at last I lost my deal. Definitely that pain will be very, very, I cannot even imagine. So what we need, you need to immerse into that product when you sell. What is that? Any question if they ask about me, if at all I don't answer, I'm not fit to this position. In that way, you need to be, means what you need to do, you need to have knowledge about the product or service you sell. Otherwise, you know what is going to be the impact. So sales communication, it is the process and messaging, the what to say, it is a process and messaging that keeps the sales team informed. Keep on, it's nothing but keep on, you need to communicate, messaging, knowing about information. Keep this, the sales team always need they should be informed. Uska matlab kya hai? They need to know how the market is, they need to know how the competitors are doing it. अरे मुझे तो क्यों सेल्स इतना नीचे गिर गया, क्यों होगा, कैसे होगा? You cannot just sit and cry. Time gone is already gone. So what we need to do, you have to retrospect and you have to come back. It will be very late. So that is what I say, sales communication. It is nothing but the proper messaging that keep the sales team informed, engaged, and also productive while encouraging their feedback. That is what sales communication is all about. You need to be alert. Anytime any information is being asked, that immediate information, that spontaneous information, customers will rely only on the seller. And always remember, right in front of you, the 6 major elements of sales communication. What are the 6 elements of sales communication? If you take, if I say that if your mindset is very new, if it is very clear, you can expect new results. There will be certainly new results, but how your mindset need to be clear, and how it results to naya results, or what to say, unexpected results. Why your mindset need to be new? Come on, let us see now. These points you should never forget. To have a new mindset and to have a new, results, there are 6 major elements of effective sales communication. The first and foremost is the assertiveness. What is assertiveness? You want your message to have an impact? Do you want your message to have some impact on the customer? Then what you need to do? It requires what? Self-assured. You need to get assured that what you're talking. And confident in conversations. Whatever you speak, you need to have that confidence. When will you have? Only when your message is clear, when your message is proper, you gathered it properly, then only it will have an impact. The best way to communicate your message is to assert yourself. Be assertive, be firm. because you will not say something wrong, because you read it already, you know. That is what I say. The best way to communicate your message is to assert yourself in the conversation and be confident, very, very confident in delivering your message. When you deliver your message, if you're blah, 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 karke, if you have lots of, aisa karenge, to everybody will get irritated, you know. Communication mein aisa mat karo. Conversation, and that means what? You are rehearsing, you are not clear, you have not read it properly, some sort of knowledge is lacking, you're not confident on this, you don't believe in yourself and you don't have confidence in yourself. So in sales communication, the first and foremost component or foremost element is assertiveness. Be assertive, be firm in what you speak. That message will definitely have an impact. So for that, you need to be very much self-assured, and you need to be confident in what you speak, what you converse. Number 2, authenticity. First is assertive, second is authenticity. Authenticity ka matlab kya hai? It means being true to yourself. Whatever you say, you cannot keep on blabbering or bluffing something for communication or for conversing sake. Whatever, there should be sensibly, you need to talk. We say that, na? Authenticity, you need to have that proof. For example, if I say now I'm saying something, if I don't have any knowledge, or if I didn't study, if I didn't learn, can I converse? Can I impart a knowledge to you? I cannot do so. I have an authenticity. I have a proof that what I'm saying is true and I stand by it. मैं जो बोल रही हूँ वो तो सही है, मुझे तो पता है, मैंने जितना बुक्स रीड किया उसमें I have taken the points, I'm remembering those points. Collectively I remember and I throw to you. So the authentic self is the version of you that honors your true values in any situation. Know your values and fight for them. They'll say, I know the value. I am truthful to myself. Why I need to bother? Why I need to have fear for the society? I know that what I'm telling and what I'm going to tell is true, and I stand by it. Uska matlab kya hai? Stand by it. I'm authentic. I am the person who is responsible if something happens. In that way, this authenticity need to be there. Most people, they need effort and consistent work to get to that point. If I say authentically, with proof, if I say something, here it is, in this book it is there, in this particular website I have taken that, it is there actually, that authenticity need to be there. That means what? You are true to yourself. What you are speaking, what you are telling, you are true to yourself, so you are telling that. So in the long run, it rarely, sometimes what happens, in the short run it is okay, but in the long run this authenticity vanishes. So this authentic self only is the version of you that honors your true values. I'm saying in any, underline this, in any situation. So assertiveness is over. Authenticity. 2. Number 3, open-mindedness. Open-mindedness, it's very, very important. Now, you know what is then opposite of it? Close-mindedness. I'm keeping like this. See, what Gandhimati knows, that is only right. Others, whatever they say, I will not listen. Can I be a good communicator? Can I be a successful salesman? No way. Open-mindedness का मतलब जे दूसरों का सुनना है first. They also have examples. They would have also experienced some scenarios. Their perspective may also be different. If I don't want, see, some will be already rehearsed. When someone is talking, they will be rehearsing to answer. They will not even listen to others. दूसरा जो क्या बोल रहे वो सुनते नहीं है, but the other person will be rehearsing. Okay, ये तो ज़्यादा बोलती है, so I have to also speak much. I should also tell something. So in that, for telling sake, for saying sake, you don't listen. When you don't listen, it's done. Your communication will never be, it will never improve. You cannot improvise. Always remember, you need to be a good learner. You need to be a good listener. Then only you can be successful in life. So this open-mindedness ka matlab, you need to listen to others' scenarios, others' perspectives, what they think if something has happened. Always don't think about yourself. When two person is talking, don't keep on bragging yourself. Don't keep on talking about your point of view. What do you think? Always ask that. It's like that you are giving respect to them, that they are listening to you. So you are giving the respect. In turn, you need to listen. At that time, you should not by heart or you should not wrote down what you want to say. Don't rehearse at that time. Listen to them. Give importance to them. So as a salesperson, you will speak with many people, right? So don't close your mind to their ways of thinking. People want to communicate with someone who wants to listen. अरे somebody is there, come on, hey, 2 बज गया, मैं पकड़ गया, अरे बाबा बैठो, listen, मैं जो बोल रही हूँ सुनो. That's what people are there. People want to communicate with anybody who wants to listen, just in a superficial way. Superficial pata hai, like okay, somebody is there, so I'm going to that person also will laugh and listen. जैसा ही आदमी लोग चाहिए, like to dominate some person, whatever I say, they listen, they will not counter argue. But it should be in an honest way. When you make somebody to listen, it should also be in the honest way that you say something, allow some others also to speak. If you are willing to consider others' perspectives, others' scenarios, others' ideas, that is open-mindedness. That is what a salesperson should have. He should listen, have patience, and then he should talk. At that time, he should not rehearse of what he wants to communicate. Don't do that. Number 4 is empathy, which is very important in any segments of life. You need to enter into the shoes of others and feel that what other person would have suffered if I'm selling this product which is of no use to me. Can you sell the product to yourself? Have empathy. Enter into the shoes of customer and usko jo problem, usko jo pain points, just feel kar lo. Can you do this? So the ability to understand and share the feelings is a very, very important part of human beings. And if you don't have that, you're not at all a human being. If you don't give importance to others' feelings, if somebody is crying, somebody is died and somebody is crying, your friend is crying like anything, will you giggle or laugh at that time? Arey, come on, chalo yaar, party mein chalenge. Jaise bolenge kya? Come on, forget it. Let us go party. Come on, will you say that? When you have that empathy, you will be with this side throughout. How many days you be with your friend's side, encourage him, motivate him, whatever he needs, you are by his side. That is a real empathy. People want to be understood. If you can communicate that you understand the person you are speaking to, you develop common ground. You know what is the common ground? That is the fantabulous foundation to address problems or address any challenges. You must be empathetic to connect with your client. If you want to connect with your customers, have empathy. Have that feeling that what this person will feel if I sell this product like this, if he is going to use a product, feel that way. Understand his feelings also. You cannot keep on communicating what is that your boss said. You cannot keep on talking to your client. You need to understand his feelings also. Give importance to him. That is number 4 point, empathy. You know what is the next one? Clarity. Clarity is all about being precise and getting your attention in line. Listen to yourself as you are the other person to optimize your clarity. When you speak, it should be other person should understand. They have to pay attention on you. जैसा फास्ट बोलेंगे तो किसी को भी क्या बोल रही है, कौन सी भाषा में बात कर रही है, they will not understand. It is all about you need to be precise. Precise का मतलब क्या है? Accurate. जो बोल रही है सही, सच्ची तरह, अच्छी तरह बोलो. Precise, and also they need to get your attention. They should not go either. They should not watch either and thither and go somewhere. That is start using the mobile. All these gestures, when you give the presentation, if the customers do, it's a bad sign. You listen to yourself as you are the other person. You need to think about it. When you talk, see, the way I'm talking is that I can understand first. Because you can optimize, you can calculate yourself that what you're talking, and the other person, whether how they will optimize this clarity. And of course, a very important one is listening. As I talked about this assertiveness, you need to be assertive, you need to be authentic, you need to be open-mindedness, you need to have the empathy, feelings, entering into the shoes of others, and then clarity, precisely you need to talk, and listening. This is very, very, very important in conversation, and especially in sales communication. A conversation can't happen unless you pay attention to what the next person, the other person is saying. If you keep on talking, and if you're not allowing others to talk, is it a communication? Is it an interactive one? For example, customers will get bored. They will start sleeping. Arey jo aap bola na bol dijiye na. मैं तो सुन रही हूँ हाँ करके. They will also, their battery will be down. People want to feel that you hear them. So let them know you are listening. Being an active listener is very difficult, but still, when a message is very clear, when it is precise, when it is very assertive, everybody will listen. Everybody will pay attention. All will not take the eyes from you. Nod your head. For example, when when a lecture is going on, or when a salesperson is talking to his client, what is that you need to do? When your customer is talking to you, you need to nod your hand. Yes, sir. But please never fold your hands like this and do. This is the way. Don't fold your hands. It's a very, very wrong symbol. Don't do that in sales communication or communication. You need to keep your hands straight, not in thighs or somewhere. Keep your hands straight. Otherwise, you can turn the body language, like don't be so, what to say, posh karke jaisa, standard teas mein, or putting your pocket in there is hands in your pocket. It's all shows that you are very lethargic, you're not that interested. You pay attention, look into their eyes. The other body language will fall in that place, no problem. Be an active listener. By being invested, you are actually immersed into that conversation. How you can show that you really like the other person talking? Nod your head, make little comments. I see. All right. Oh, that's an interesting point, sir. Need to do that. Or what you can do, you can ask questions that you are keeping engaged, so that it's not simply nodding. You need to, sir, 1 minute. I have a question here. That is, you are engaging, and you show them that you know, that is, you want to know more. You want them to speak. That is a very good gesture. You allow the customer to speak. Yes, sir, you are right. Yeah, I see. My goodness. Okay, sir. That's really interesting point. Very interesting, sir. Okay. So let me have, I have a small clarification here. In this way, you have to talk. This is what called a very good listening. Greetings and closings, or thereby you all know that they are the major touch points that influence the conversation flow. What is this greetings and closings? For example, you are making a cold call. You know that they are busy, so I know you're busy. I know that you are busy, but even though in the busy schedule, could you just give me some 2 minutes of your time? Just I want to introduce myself. That is, other ways you can say, I appreciate, thank you for your time. I will let you, I will let you get back to work. What is that? Is that I know you are busy? I know you are busy, then why do you call? These are the common mistakes we make. I appreciate, or thank you for your time. I will let you get back to work. Who are you to get back to work? He has put his work and he is attending your call and he is talking to you. In that case, it is not that you have to do some justice for him. These are the very examples which I want to say that the common mistakes we make. But instead, how you can make it better? I have been looking forward to our meeting. So these are the best ones. You can improvise your sales communication skills, like saying that I have been looking forward to our meeting. Thank you. This was indeed a very good meeting. I'm glad our schedules could match and connect. Sir, I'm very glad that our schedules or our this calendar that enables you to influence in the decision making. The process will be there, no? The decision making process. And also that is about decision making of what? Whom? Of your prospects. It always results to more sales, more results, and more success. When it can be more success only when an effective sales communication is combined with new mindset. That's what given in your screen. If you have a good mindset, a new mindset with new ideas, it will definitely influence in the decision-making process of your selection of the prospects. This will definitely result to what? More sales. Increase in sales is equal to what? New ideas is equal to what? Greater success. More and more of success. So remember and keep that in mind. Why somebody all are raising the questions, many questions. Why? What is the importance of communication in sales? All are raising their questions. Why it is important, why we need to communicate. The root of sales success is nothing but is the ability to gather and provide. Communication means what? Providing information in a way that makes your prospect want to do business with you. In that way, you need to pass the information. It's not that simply what your manager said or what is that your company said, you come and told, you vomited everything in front of your customer. It's no use. Sales, the success, sales success का root ही है the way you gather the information, the way you provide the information to your customer, that will make your prospect to stand with you in your business. Your value proposition, your pricing, even your product's features, none of these matters. These are all nothing for the customers unless you are able to get your prospects to talk to you and also listen to what you have to say. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, the customers, they don't want what your product offers. What is the value proposition for your product? What is that your product features? They don't want to know anything about it, but they want to know how you are presenting the information, how you have gathered the information, how you are presenting the information to them, how you make them, you have to make them listen what you say. You have to get your prospect to talk to you. They need to pose questions. In that way, you have to provide the information. Means, see how sharp your mindset should be. The valid information you have collected, how sharp it should be. That is the real success. They should listen. They should listen to you. They should ask questions. In that way, they should listen. Wow, what information he has given. He's giving all the relevant information. So they won't ask about the product anymore. Straight away, the deal is done. That way, you need to immerse into the product, immerse into the information. That when the spontaneity, the way you present that information to your customer, the customer will get connected with you immediately. They will ask questions and you answer straight away. You are the successful sales superstar. Because your mindset is clear. That means what? You have to be incredibly, you have to tune with your buyer. They will say, no, I am getting tuned with that person. That is mean what? You are synchronized. There is a sync between these two. There is a chemistry in your language. In the modern language, if you want to say, there should be a chemistry between the seller and the customer. Uska matlab kya hai? Sync. You need to get tuned to your buyer and understand what they mean when they tell you or when they don't tell you also. But you simply listen with baffle what this person is knowledge, uska to knowledge itna hai, itna acha hai. You will ask some more questions also. It also means that you can't just reel off a list of benefits or reasons to work together. You speak only the importance. You speak about the information you gathered. You have got to understand how your prospects learn, what they care about, what communication style they prefer, and adapt to your strategy accordingly. Because you cannot speak to all the customers in the same slang or in the same way. You need to change your slang. If somebody doesn't understand, you need to go to their language. If you don't know that particular language, you have to build your English, you have to build your accent also in that way that they understand. It should be very, very simple, that they understand through your body language itself, they understand. So before you immerse yourself in buyer personas, case studies, and various marketing collateral, please work on these skills which I said now. These skills are very, very important. Your communication style, the preference, the way you need to adapt, according to that, you adapt the strategy, that how you want to communicate. You need to concentrate on the skills which I said, and ensure that when you are talking to a prospect, you are sending the right message. The message which is there in your mind as a seller need to be passed in the same way to the customer. They should not decode it wrongly. What is that in the sender's mind, that is in the seller's mind, it should be the same thing in the customer's mind. People who work in sales, they have the ability to speak well, and also they need to convey their ideas, and also they need to give answers, solutions. You know what great salespeople always, what they do, they find a way to improvise their communication skills of listening first. First listen, then you speak. First listen and then you communicate. The greatest ways to improve your communication in sales is to practice speaking well in front of groups and taking their feedback and suggestions. Hey, am I talking good? Is it everything? When we talk now, when we give a speech, immediately we come and ask, hey, मैंने कैसे किया? अच्छा है, मैंने गलत किया, वहाँ गलत किया ना, इधर गलत किया ना, what is your feedback? Come on, give me the open feedback. What do you think about these? Many questions we'll ask. And come on, do it. When you think that you lack in communication, when you think that you are behind in communication, when you feel so, come on, you do that and ask your friends, ask the groups, get their feedback, get their suggestions in a very, very positive attitude. That's more important. And always look on the ways to improvise. Don't think that they have, you only asked, don't think or take it as a criticism. That criticism only is going to help you to improvise. Otherwise, kabhi bhi aap learn nahi karenge. Selling, my dears, everybody, those who have gathered here, selling is an art as well as science too. It requires a lot of hard work, trial and error, and a lot of failures, a lot of mistakes. It will happen. Only through mistakes you can learn. If you don't commit any mistakes, can you learn? You have to commit mistakes. Then only, oh, मैंने गलत किया, वहाँ गलत किया. I have to correct that. Hereafter, when I do that, I have to do like this. Start selling something to your family and friends, and that too, especially strangers you sell. You feel the difference in your personality. You know, after a few months, and that personality change you can see even within a few months, you can see that. And you will not be looking for a sales job after a year. Because selling alone on your own has the potential to make you self-employed. So what is that you need to do? First, improving in vocabulary and pronunciation. Everybody, even they write the spelling of pronunciation also P-R-O-N-O-U-N. It's not N-O-U-N. It is N-U-N. P-R-O-N-U-N-C-I-A-T-I-O-N. Pronunciation. It's not pronunciation. वो भी गलत है. So first, improving in vocabulary, where you need to put this, that, what, all these things, you should need to know that. Always, sometimes we use this only in that, where we need to use. Nowadays, a lot of people use that. this is that only, this is everywhere they will put this only karke. It is a very, very wrong English. So we need to improvise the vocabulary, we need to improvise the pronunciation. Nowadays, they call the restaurant as restaurant. It is not restaurant, it's restaurant. You have this shirt, they will call it as Van Hussein. It is not Van Hussein, it is Van Hussein. Pronunciation. First of all, you need to clear with your local language. You need to pronounce that properly. And main thing is accent. Your style of pronunciation, your words, how you use the words. These are all very, very important. You cannot say salary. You have to say salary. It's very simple. Why do you stress all? You don't give too much of stress for each and every letters. It's not clarity. It will be irritating somebody. Improving. Don't say improving. Don't say that. When we speak, it will not come, but still don't stress too much. You can be clear like this also. First, improving in vocabulary and pronunciation of your local language. And mainly, you need to concentrate on your accent, fluency. That should be there. Your style of pronunciation, the words you use, that is very, very important. With these, you can improve your communication skills. Definitely. Pronunciation, vocabulary, your accent, the practice you do. Start with the family, start selling with your family and friends. You will know that what sort of difference and how you do that. Am I doing right or not? You can calculate within yourself. Body language. As I talked about this body language, it constitutes approximately 97% of human communication. Nothing is more important to influencing first impressions. We take our first impression is the best impression. Come on, आज तो बहुत अच्छा कर लो बेटा, बढ़िया कर लो बेटा. First impression जो है ना तो बढ़िया impression है. They will remember you forever. So like that we say na, that is nothing but simply body language. Please, that's what I say, that thoda muskura do. That is always sales piece, and it's not that you need to be very serious. You can have a tender smile. Tender smile ka matlab jaisa khulkar hasenge na, aisa nahi hai. It's a small warm smile. That's all. Small smile. Hold that in your face. Don't be serious. Don't be always awkward. So human communication, that is, it's why we say that body language, it constitutes 97% approximately, I'm telling, okay, of human communication. That is body language. 90, we use it. Without this, we cannot communicate anything, Baba. Nothing is more important in influencing the first impression than simple body language. So body language is also, we can say, what you wear, how you talk, and such characteristics. In offline classes, I never wore this chudidar or this type. I always wear sari. Sari hai teaching ke, that is for our profession, the welcome one is sari. Why? That will give, because when you give knowledge, when you transfer the knowledge, the way I do all is fine, but everybody will not look into my face alone. They will look into the attire I wear, the dress I wear, how I carry myself. That's more important. So body language is what you wear. It also includes what you wear, how you talk, and a lot of other features. What people notice unconsciously in the glimpse of the second when they look at you is the way you have come for the meeting, how you have come for the, hey, dress बहुत बढ़िया यार, अच्छा है, occasion के लिए पक्का पहन कर आई हूँ, very nice. That's a greeting. This includes your facial expressions. Body language means what? It also includes the facial expressions. And if a person said something, the tone of voice and the stability of the voice. You cannot shout or make a big hair. You cannot be so, this one also. Very politely you need to handle. Professionally you need to handle. That is what I said. It includes facial expressions. And if it also includes what you wear. Of course, I need to say that because What you wear says something about your taste and status. You need to wear for the occasion. When you go for an interview, can you go with a silk sari, or can you go with a lehenga? No, you cannot. You cannot go like that. You need to wear a very good dress which is pleasable. If it is a guy, he will wear a full blue shirt. That is a shirt and wearing a blazer and a tie. That's for an interview. It should be like that. You have come promptly for a sales manager post. Carry yourself to the best. That's more important. Good salespeople are not good talkers. Don't think like that. They are not good talkers. Rather, they are good listeners. Keep that in mind. What is that? Good salespeople, they are not at all good talkers. They are good listeners, good thinkers, and very, very, very hardworking people. You know that? You don't think that salespeople means they will talk. Salespeople means what? Are itna bat karenge. Talkers, yeah. Not only talkers. They talk, but they talk sensibly. And more important, these people are very good listeners. When a salespeople is talking, he should also listen. And he should be a good thinker, and also he should be a hard worker. It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. In fact, what you say matters a lot less than how you are perceived, especially in sales. Today's business world is more competitive than ever. As the economy shifts, competition for jobs, clients, or sales, or whatever you name it, continues to be very, 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 very tight. If you're sure you have been saying all the right things, but you still can't get ahead, what I can say? You keep on saying that whatever you say, you continue. That is, if you are very sure that you have been saying all the correct things, rightly you're saying everything, but you still can't get ahead. Here, I am not suggesting author Sharon Sayer. He suggests you to consider what you have really saying to potential employers or customers, not just verbally, but non-verbally, body language. So true communication, it goes, my dears, beyond words. And great communicators, they use every tool they have to deliver their message. When you have control of your non-verbal language, you can communicate with confidence, with passion, with persuasion, with credibility. And what I can say, there are a lot of factors that will help you soar about your competition in this business world. Sailor, he says that that is, you know about Sailor. He's a speaker back. He says that he offers the body language when we use in non-verbal. What is that we need to use and what is that we should not use? He always says that don't fill the air with air. Matlab kya hai? When you talk, when you are talking, you are filling the air. No, you're talking something. That vibration goes to other person. He means that. So don't fill the air with and we use that. No, please don't use that in communication. That will get fixed in your conversation. It's natural to pause when you speak, no problem. See, when I speak, if I take a pause, it's no problem. If I say every now and then, if I say, it gives you a chance to breathe, what's so natural? Is it looking nice? You don't understand what I'm talking even. So that is what he says, that don't fill the air. Who? It's not me. Sailor, Sayler. He says that don't fill the air with ah, ooh. And instead, it is very natural that you can have a pause. Pause ka matlab kya hai? Start short break. Small pause will do, no problem. It's your thinking. You would have seen that now I'm taking a pause. And now I'm talking. I took a pause and now I'm talking. What's not natural is to fill the silent pause with ah, ooh, and other sounds. It's not at all natural. Don't do that. Ah, hey. Okay. So verbal pauses are distracting and muddle what you're trying to say. But because the audience sees you searching for the next words, meaningless extra syllables or words make you look less intelligent. Your message will be more efficient once you eliminate them. This is the way you have to make practice, unless otherwise it will not come. When you take a pause, when you're talking and you're taking a pause, people will understand that, okay, it's not that you're rehearsing for words or you're searching for words. No wrong done, no harm done. Instead of just irritating other people, like saying, why you have to say that? Instead, you can take a pause. You have to exude this confidence and calmness when calling and prospects also. Because if you don't, they will pick up on it and you won't be even trusted and valued. That's smart. You have to be very, very calm and composed and very, very confident. If you can master the eye contact, I said everybody, including eyebrows, some will raise the eyebrows like this, and some will, as if everything like that, although they do. Some will do like this. What is he trying to say? These are all gestures. We call it as gesture. Gesture. Eyebrow gesture. Everything is communicating. Your entire body part will communicate. You can do like this. I don't know. मुझे तो पता ही नहीं है. जैसा ही stylish, very sarcastic. Huh? Do you know? One eyebrow rise, one eyebrow down. So you need to master the eye contact, facial expressions, torso and arms behavior. Torso, up from neck to this one, bottom of the stomach. And even the leg also up to femur. And your leg activity. You will be on your way to successful appointment. All these are very important, my dears. You cannot just like that leave it and go. It's very, very, very important. Your gestures, your body language. Gestures, it includes what? Actions. If your body language is out of sync with your sales communication, it's gone. So first thing, the first sync should be of gesture. It includes actions such as waving, pointing, you did it, you have done this. And even using hands when speaking, as I do that now. Personally, I always talk with my hands quite often, especially when I'm talking about topics like this, which I'm incredibly very, very passionate, my dears, for your information. Since I am very passionate about teaching, without using hands, I cannot talk. Without having a good eye contact, I cannot. Without gestures, I cannot do so. So for me, it helps me to get my ideas across it. Whatever the ideas I want to present, only I can do it with my two great hands and my expressions and my body language. Whenever I talk with my hands, I can think from thoughts more clearly. And at times also my hands help me get my point across more than my vocal features, Crossing your arms, like the communicate disinterest and the lack of confidence. Crossing your arms, it will not look nice. Should not be like this. Don't be like this. Don't put your arms like this. Never and ever. It's a bad one. This communicates disinterest and a lack of confidence. If you're like this, it's like that you maybe keen, but somewhat it shows that lack of confidence. Unless it's done to make an obvious point, it's okay. Like that, some point, if you say, it's okay. But crossing your arms only serves to interrupt the flow of productive dialogues. So don't do that. And you need to have a good handshake. A weak handshake like this, is it a good handshake? When you give a handshake, it should be firm. It should be together. It should not be over tightened also. The other person should not say, aisa nahi bolna hai. They should say, have a warm, pleasant. Yes, hello, how are you? Glad to meet you. A warm handshake. It should be very cold and a warm and a fleshy. A weak handshake, what happens? It is a plain, creepy, and please avoid that. And a overly firm handshake also will not give. It will hurt the other person, as I told you. Okay, standing too close or touching too much. See, seller is here and customer is here. Can you touch a seller? Can you put your arms on his neck? You cannot do so. Many people are very sensitive to others, invading their personal space. Nobody likes it. Just you see, since you are close, you cannot put your arms on the neck. They don't like it. Be aware that standing too close to someone or touching someone overly, it may not be good also. Not smiling, it's very, very dangerous. If you are not smiling when you communicate, and especially in sales, laughing means or smiling means it's not that pura asna hai na, aisa nahi hai. Smiling shows your warmth and excitement, When you don't smile, the opposite is true. Your facial expressions may seem uninviting or unapproachable. Avoid eye contact. Avoiding eye contact. This is also a problem. When you don't have a good eye contact, there also you lack. There also when you avoid meeting another person's eyes, if you're not looking into the eyes of other person, you have some problem. It conveys that you may have something to hide. You know that? When you're not looking into the eyes of other person and talking, then you are hiding something. You are cheating. You will be mistrusted. You will not be trusted. Your goal is to establish trust and make the sale. In that case, have a good and maintain a proper eye contact. Don't be a statue. Don't stand still like this. Don't keep your arms like this straight. It need to be just, I told you, kulehar. Palm, you need to show your palm. Also, showing the palms of your hands while speaking indicates openness and honesty. So don't hide your hands. So communication is to talk about the matter. In order to speak, you need to know the subject entirely in brief and must understood by yourself first. In that way, you can explain to the customer by you and solve their problem. There are a lot of skills a salesperson need to have, like active listener. You need to be very, very patient. You need to understand the person. A salesperson should be resilient and always try to do the best. And should be able to handle rejection also. 95% of the people you reach out will not turn into customers. And you need to deal with it consistently every day. Every day you put the hard work. It is not easy to be in the salesperson shoes, but you can bet it gratifying. It's very, very gratifying. If your customer is drumming your fingers, you can also see they will drum like this. It suggests what? Your impatience. You want to stop that communication. In this case, speed your presentation up or just get right to that point. Come on. If they do like this, it means they don't like it. They'll do like this. Or they will drum the table. If your prospect is playing around with the things on the table like paperwork or their pen, this can indicate either boredom or very annoyance, something very disturbance. So you need to pay the attention to other bodily cues. They will give the bodily cues also, clues for you, that they don't like it or they will. And then they'll smile. Okay, fine, come on. You have to catch it. When a customer is resting one arm on their arm set and leaning into it, they are subconsciously letting you know that they have the desire to leave the meeting. They'll be like this, like that they want to get up. Well, it is not a great sign. You can still save the meeting. So pointing and jabbing with fingers tells you that your client is trying to intimidate you. This is a strong hand signal to make, and you can respond. And another sign also I can say that to look for its openness of the client's posture, whether standing or sitting. If their shoulders, if they are aligned with yours and their hands are open like this, open to you, that means they are interested and engaged with what you're saying. As I said, eye contact, it's very, very important. By maintaining it when the customer is speaking, it tells that you are paying attention to their story and recognizing the significance of their roadblock. That importance is the eye contact is. Facial expressions. When you talk, make sure your lips are relaxed. Don't grit. And always you hold a smile. That is very, very important. Don't be so serious. The arms. Very, very important. The way you hold your arms, it can reveal a lot about what you're thinking. Lean forward always. Lean forward slightly and focus on active listening. Like this. Don't relax and asani say, please don't be that. It should be like that. Lean forward. Otherwise, your body language tells the prospect that you are impatient, agitated, or bored. Your legs also. That also speaks. Unless you are in a very specific type of sales, your legs should not be noticed during your appointment. You know that. Do not tap your toes. Do not constantly cross and uncross your legs. Once you did that, keep that in the same position. If you cross leg, put the cross legs. If you don't want to, stay in the same position. Don't do this and straight. Don't do this and straight. It's not a good way. And all that you can make your prospect forget you have legs during the time you're talking. That's also important. Okay, so you need to be very careful when you do that. Either put one or the other. Keep that constant. In many ways, I can tell you, my dear, those who are gathered here, I want to give the importance of body language. As I told you, the importance of body language in sales. You should also understand that in many ways, the significance, the importance of body language is just another facet of being a great listener. And the best salesperson are also the best listeners. Pay attention to your prospects' body languages so that you can have a solid understanding of their needs to solve them, not so that you can sell to them. Be observant without making it obvious. Trust your instinctive reactions, but improve your accuracy by consciously analyzing the non-verbal signals being sent. And more importantly, remember, you're already much better doing this than you may know. All those who have gathered here, I want to say that successfully reading body language has helped the human race survive for the last several million years. Only body language. Once you ensure your words and actions, that is your sales communication and your body language, it match up, you will start to notice fewer closing doors and more closing sales. I repeat this once again. You please ensure that your words, that is the communication you do, the sales communication do, and with your actions, that is your body language, if it matches up, please remember, you will start to notice only fewer closing doors and more closing of sales. Closing of sales. So that is the perfect sync. That is the perfection of sales communication and body language. These two go hand in hand. There is no separation of these two. Sales communication and body language. So with that, I end my today's masterclass session. See you all with yet another golden topic. Until then, it's Gandhimati Balaji, your growth mentor from Skill Edge, signing off. Thank you. Tata, bye-bye.